I'm Synthia Kiss, and you're watching Xtra Magazine's After the Sashay.
Hey Squirrel friends, I'm Xtra contributor Russ Martin, and this is After the Sashay, our weekly kiki with the most recently eliminated contestant from Canada's Drag Race. Now let's get into it. On this week's episode, y'all had a really wonderful conversation that modeled pronouns and how we should talk about them. So in the spirit of that, I'm Russ, my pronouns are he, him, and I'm also comfortable with they. What about you?
So out of drag, I'm he, him. When I'm Synthia, I'm she, her.
Fantastic. Thank you. What was it like to be part of that conversation? What did you take away from it?
So beautiful. I feel like it's so classic that drag queens crusade and have those courageous conversations. You know, what I love about Kimora is she doesn't hold back. You know, she's like, I don't know, it confuses me. Like, let's break it down. I think there is a strength in asking questions, and, you know, we're always evolving. My soundbite talking about how we update technology on this monthly basis, I think that really resonated with the audience because it's true. If we're going to quickly adapt, you know, all of our apps and software, we can update ourselves. You know, as humans, we can adapt as well. It's no longer an excuse to say, well, back in my day, we didn't talk like that. It's like, well, it isn't that day anymore. And, you know, there's a spot at the table for everybody. And, you know, when you meet someone, just like you asked me about my pronouns, that's a beautiful catalyst to get to know someone.
Now, speaking of Kimora called you Hurricane Synthia. I think it's safe to say that you are officially a lip sync assassin. Are you comfortable with that legacy?
I am comfortable with that legacy. Yes, indeed. The only girl who can send me home is Kendall's right breast, popping out during the lip sync.
You are very close friends with Kendall. How was it different lip syncing against Kendall versus the other contestants that you had previously lip synced against?
It was tricky. You're right. You're touching on a really good point. I knew how capable she is as a performer. She's fantastic. She can perform, you know, the house down boots when it comes to a Beyonce number. And at that point, it was my third lip sync. I almost kind of ran out of my hat tricks. Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh shoot, I already did the pinwheel. I already did the cartwheel. I was like, what more do I have to do? Like, I think I need to make some new party tricks. I want to learn how to do like a backflip or something, or the splits.
You showed up today in your quote unquote ugly.
Aren't I disgusting?
Now, did you really think that that short wig would make you look ugly?
Okay. This was one of those designs that just like, it just gets out of hand. Like, do you ever have a project where it starts one place and it goes somewhere completely different? You build what you build for the show so quickly that for us, we kind of were just like throwing it together. My wig stylist did such a beautiful job styling all of my wigs that I didn't open them. He packaged them for the show, essentially, for the travel. So I actually was unveiling them to myself when I got on set, putting them on my head, and then walking on the runway. So there was certain moments that I didn't actually see like the full concept until you were about to walk out. And that was one of those moments where I really should have, like, maybe in the moment, I don't know, like, not even worn a wig or really tried to like mess it up or like switch looks. When I got back from the show, my boyfriend was like, why didn't you wear your clown look for Ugly as Sin and this for the circus look? And I was like, that is actually really clever. I'm really mad I didn't think that in the Thunderdome, because we could be, you know, I could have been talking to you later in the season, Russ.
I've got a fun question that I'm asking each contestant. I want to know about the most famous person in your DMs and a little bit about your interaction with them.
Oh my goodness. Jeannie Becker, when she saw my runway after the Made in Canada week, she reached out. She's been retweeting. She's been posting. She is just so cool. And I owe a career in fashion because of her. So if there's anyone who's going to reach out, like Jeannie freaking Becker, like, to me, I just think that's so cool.
Stephanie, earlier in the season, called the BratPack a group of narcissists. Yeah. Are you mean girls?
I am not. I am fun. I may look like a mean girl. This is my thing. You might look at me at first glance and be like, oh, she's going to be really bitchy, full of herself. But the minute I'm actually in the room and getting to connect, like, I erase all of that stigma. Like, I think for me, the biggest compliment at the end of the season was everyone being like, you know what, Synthia, I thought you were going to be a bitch. And you weren't. You're actually very sweet. It's like, I let my beauty kind of like get me into the door, let me have these opportunities. But my professionalism, my lighthearted nature, that gets the call back. That gets the next gig.
Your clown character that we saw on the show was based on Lunette from Big Comfy Couch. Is it time that we get her on the show as a guest judge?
I mean, yes. I think that'd be amazing. That was really my inspo for my costume in that musical. And when people were clocking the comparison, I was like, yes, you got it. It was definite Lunette vibes all the way.
Yeah, I think it would be absolutely iconic. Now, on your website, it says that you were raised by a family of powerful women and gay men. Did you meet your birth family? Do you have queers in your fam?
Oh my God, Russ, we're all queer. I feel like it's simpler for me to tell you of my siblings and cousins who's not. I have a gay brother, I have queer cousins, my father's gay, like we talk about on the show, and everyone else who's female is like strong, fierce, and powerful. So it was a lot of big personalities growing up. So for me, that's really the formative years of my like quick wit, my confidence, but also just my deep and mad adoration for women. Like I literally just like am obsessed with powerful women. Like, and in pop culture, it's like a Tina Fey, like Amy Poehler, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, like beautiful and funny to me is like the magic combination. And that's Synthia Kiss.
You and your partner created all of your looks for Drag Race together.
For better or for worse.
What was it like being in the pressure cooker with them, getting ready for the show?
I actually met my partner through work. He's a designer as well. So we thrive when we have a project together. Like I was fun employed during the pandemic for like way too long. Like there was a point there where he's like, girly, you need to do something, like get yourself a project because you're like driving me crazy. And so when I got the call, it actually was a really beautiful moment where we got to kind of put our game face on, have a real big project to focus on. It was, it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. So for us, it was actually really incredible. It almost reminded us of when we first met, like our dynamic when we were on a design team together. So that was really beautiful.
Oh, I love it. You have an amazing singing voice. Do you have any music projects in the works?
It's gotta happen, honestly. It's like my name is Synthia, like inspired by synthesizers. There's gonna be some just like beautiful, complex production. Something is definitely gonna come out. It's in the works.
Wonderful. Well, I can't wait to hear it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Synthia. And
thank you, Russ.
I can't wait to see you on tour.
See you there. Thanks for watching Xtra Magazine's After the Sashay. And you can follow me on Instagram at Synthia Kiss and TikTok on Synthia_Kiss.